Hello guys, SD here, and welcome to yet another cat video. Now today I'm going to be doing an inventory showcase of my themed inventory, which is themed around the colors black and white to match my outfit with my black Volk and my white Sparkle Time Fedora. This inventory includes pretty much every black and white item in the entire game, and I'm pretty proud of it. I'm going to be listing every weapon, its name, its value, and I'm gonna be giving my opinion on it. So anyway, if you like this video and you want to see more content like this, remember to leave a like down below, leave a comment, maybe subscribe if you want to. But anyway, let's get right on into it. Okay, so first up we got the Death Op, which is a cool black looking op with white painted on skulls and fish bones and other stuff. It's of course a must-have for people who are collecting black and white items, as it's pretty much the king of black and white items, at least gun-wise. Of course it's an op, so it shoots through walls. I've already made a video on ops. If you want to watch that, it's on my channel. And yeah, I like it because it sounds very cool, it looks very cool, and of course it's black and white, so I have to have it. So yeah, that is the Death Op, and now let's move on. Next up on the list, we got the USP-S, another video that I've made on this weapon, which is also on my channel if you want to check it out. The USP-S is very unique, it shoots very fast, and it's overall really fun to use. It also sounds great when you use it. It's very fun, and it is currently valued at 30,000 gems. And it's very high in demand. So of course it's black and it has some white on it, so it had to be in my inventory if I wanted the complete collection. So yeah, that's a USP, and now let's move on. Now next up we got the last gun on the list. We got the Tactical, and of course this is in everybody's inventory, but this had to be in the loadout because of course it is black and its scope is pretty white. So yeah, this is just here to like fill its role because I don't really use it as much, even though it is the pistol of choice for all the tryhards. So yeah, it's only here because it's black, but yeah, I had to get it. This one has 5,000 kills on it that I've gotten myself, and it's valued at 2,000 gems, which, you know, that's what it costs in the shop. So yeah, anyway, that's the Tactical, and let's move on. Now we're moving on to knives, and for the first knife we have the Piano Breaker, also the most expensive item in my entire inventory, clocking in at a whopping 320,000 gems on the unofficial value list. This knife is probably one of my favorite knives in the entire game, if not the favorite, because its kill effect is basically a giant piano comes from the skies and lands on top of whoever you kill with this. And it's very funny, like it makes a loud crashing noise. And yeah. Also with the knives I have the custom beam equipped, and I have it set to white, so it really fits the aesthetic as well. The custom beam is valued at another 300,000 gems on an unofficial value list. So yeah. Next up we got the Tombstone Knife. Now the Tombstone Knife, you might say, is mostly gray, but I decided to pick it up anyways because I like it. And it also has some white text on it, and it looks pretty black and white from afar. Its kill effect is very cool. You turn people into tombstones and you play a little like sad piano, like dun. And it's very comical, just like the Piano Knife. Definitely one of my favorites. It's currently valued at 20,000 gems. And it's an exclusive item from Halloween. So yeah, this one's definitely very cool, and I love it a lot. So yeah, that's the Tombstone Knife. Now let's move on. Next up on the list, we got the Check 2. Now I did give myself the liberty to not get all the Check knives because that would be unbelievably stupid and expensive, as well as the Check 5 or Check V knife lagging my computer. So yeah, I couldn't use it when I had it. I don't have a gaming computer. I just have a MacBook for now, but yeah. The Check 2 is fine though, as it still turns people into black and white shards. It's just bigger shards, so it doesn't lag my computer. And it's overall great. Like, it's fairly cheap at only 8k gems. but it has good demand and people like it, and I like it too, so that's really what matters. Also, it's the most black and white knife in the entire game, pretty much. So yeah, it's the black and white thing to go for. But anyway, that's the check, and let's move on. Next up, we got a pretty cool knife. We got the Legacy, which is a reskin of the Overseer knife, which is also a Roblox gear. Now, the Legacy is just a monochromatic version of the Overseer knife. This one is black and white, and it also has gray on it. And it's definitely very unique and very different. It's valued at 15,000 gems at the moment, but I believe it deserves much more. It's one of my favorites. This exact Legacy I have is fused with a Sacrifice knife, which is an exclusive event knife, so it adds value to it. So I do not know how much this would be worth, but I estimate it at about 20 to 25,000 gems with the Sacrifice fusion effect on it. Definitely a cool knife though. Now next on the list we got, this knife is, I have a soft spot for this one. This is the Yin Yang. It's one of the three only rare knives on this list. It comes from the Halloween crate and it's worth 4,000 gems, but again, this one is fused with the Sacrifice knife, which adds value to it, so I would probably estimate this at around 10 to 15,000 gems, if I'm not mistaken, which I could be. This knife is super dope because it has like different textures on it. The black part of the blade is like a cool marble, and then the white is like a little it looks like some plants that are twirling around. It looks very cool. It's very detailed, and that's what I really like about this knife. Also, the kill effect is really sick. You turn people into these like burning, fiery black skeletons, and it's very dope. So yeah, that's that, and let's move on. Now after the Yin Yang, we got the Bone Knife. This is another Halloween knife. Again, it's black and white. That's why I own it. This one is not my favorite, but I do like it. It turns people into little skeletons, and then it makes like a funny noise, like a rawr noise or something like that. That was probably a bad impression. But yeah, and it has a skeleton head on it that looks very similar to Papyrus from Undertale. I don't know if anyone else has seen that. And then a little cracked bone on the handle. This one is worth 10,000 gems on the unofficial value list. But it's pretty underrated, so it might be worth more in the future. But yeah, it's definitely a very cool knife. And then to round things off, we got an honorable mention, the shovel. This didn't quite make it in the black and white loadout, as it's not quite black and white. It's mostly gray and beige, but I still have it because it's definitely a very unique and a very very cool item. It makes people yell like the medic from TF2 when you kill them. And it can get critical hits and stuff, and it's very funny to play around with in games and make people scream out their lungs. And you also fold it up like the Market Gardener in TF2, which it's based on. But yeah, definitely a cool knife. So that about rounds up the list. Did you like my loadout, or would you pick something else if you had the choice? Let me know down in the comments below. And remember to drop me a like if you like this video, and subscribe for more. And I've been SD, and I'm out.